After the First World War in 1918, much paranoia concerning differences in political ideals took place within the United States. The country was in a vulnerable state as the increase in labor strikes and nationalism further induced fear of change within the American people. These fears were strengthened after the events of the Russian Revolution in 1917, and the increase of Bolshevism within its government made its way into the U.S. After hearing of the political changes taking place in now communist Russia, Americans expressed nativist values and hostility towards foreigners who held different views on government. The social division created at the start of America's first Red Scare during the late 1910s to early 20s, demonstrating a state of panic and skepticism on the part of Americans that created multiple political cartoons, such as The Nice Red Apple by Edmund Gale. The Red Scare era impacted American history through the social disunity that was demonstrated by the Americans towards immigrants as evidence of threats upheld the anxious attitudes in the United States. Along with the Bolshevik Revolution in Russia of 1917, many radical groups started to take power in Central and Eastern European countries. Their acts of violence were not left unheard of in the United States, and news of radical powers taking control in Europe further maintained the anxiousness that Americans felt at the time. Not only did events across the ocean worry Americans, but also threats within their own country generated outrage, which demonstrated itself towards the incoming European immigrants and the hostility that they were met with upon entering the country. Throughout the year of 1919, news headlines of mysterious bombings taking place left Americans to speculate their origins, many of which had to do with communist groups taking over. After the bombing of Attorney General A. Mitchell Palmer's home, the Palmer raids were conducted to disturb, arrest, and deport immigrants suspected of being radicals and of conspiracy against the government, which contributed to social unrest and division. Because this division led to the mistreatment of foreigners, the severity of the impact the Red Scare had on American society is demonstrated. The psychological distress imposed upon both American citizens and immigrants highlights the mark that this era of paranoia left in U.S. history, as threats from various continents upheld the flame of terror of communist conspiracy.